Hi, this is Dr. Pat Mancini, and I'm so excited about this video, and I call this one the Law of Balances. You know, there's different laws out there that I've discovered over the years, almost 30 years of this personal development movement and journey that I've been in. Why? Because I'm seeking truth. I'm seeking the things that really work. You know, I find that life and success is really simple as the simple analogy of opening a combination lock. You know, if you know the right numbers, it's easy to open it. But if you don't have the right combination, you can spin your wheels all the time and then be frustrated that you can achieve what it is that you feel you're destined to have. Or that perhaps you can't attract enough abundance in your life because you just don't have the right formula. Well, this video I'm going to share with you at least 4 things, 4 laws that I have found in my 30 years of experience professionally to be able to share with you what's working for me the most, and also the things that I see working for other people out there in order to have tremendous balance, tremendous success in life. The first one is, I want to make sure you understand that happiness brings success. You know, when you're happy, right, it's when you're at your highest point of what I call productivity, or your highest point of being. You know, one of the things that I've been teaching my children since they were very small is the fact that they need to choose a career that they're happy about. Because when you're happy about doing something, you're always going to push yourself more than if you're not. Can you relate to that? Have you noticed that if you choose something that you love to do, right? Something that makes you happy doing it. It could be helping, it could be teaching, it could be gardening, it could be lecturing, it could be, solving math problems. I don't know what it is for you, but whatever it is that makes you happy, then all of a sudden you have this abundant energy that keeps you going, that gets you through all the difficult obstacles. You know, I still remember Albert Einstein when he was asked the question, Dr. Einstein, how did you deal with the failures of over 1,000 failures to discover the light bulb, right? And he said, it was Edison. And Edison said, well, I never failed once. I just found over 1,000 ways of how not to make the light bulb. See, I want you to know that Edison had it right. Edison was in a mission. He was happy to be able to pursue his idea that there has to be a light bulb, that electricity and the light bulb was a possibility. Imagine if he would have given up after the first time or the second time or maybe even the 500th time. See, when you're happy, it gets you through those difficult times because it keeps you on purpose. Because it's something that you enjoy doing. How many times have you met an artist, whether it was a dancer, a painter, any type of artist, and maybe they don't make as much money as some of the other professions and careers, but they're some of the happiest people because they're doing what they love to do. So I want to make sure that whatever you're focusing on right now, make sure that there's an element of happiness in it. If you can't find happiness in it, then I'm going to encourage you to find something else to do. To find something that makes you happy, and then I know that success will follow. The second thing that I've learned in this law of balances is the fact that we need to begin to see problems as opportunities rather than threats. You see, one of the things that I've learned in my life is that there's always going to be a problem. And the more responsibility that you have, whether it's in your household or whether it's in your business, and let's say that now you have 2 employees, but then now you're growing into 40 employees, 500 employees, maybe 1,000 employees, there's always going to be challenges. There's always going to be problems, but these are all opportunities in disguise. I want you to know that every single problem, every single challenge in your life right now is an opportunity in disguise. It's there to be able to help you, to push you beyond your comfort zone, to allow you to succeed when maybe in the past you would have given up, to be able to let you know that you were destined for more than what you currently are experiencing right now. So that challenge, that opportunity needs to be welcomed rather than be able to say, oh, I wish I didn't have this in my life. I tell you, one of my secrets is that I put myself in a position that I ask myself, if I'm creating this into my life, if I'm attracting this into my life, then what's the lesson? What's the opportunity here? What am I supposed to learn from this? What am I supposed to grow from this? Because I always find an answer. And look, the answer may not come immediately when I'm going through it, but it may come 6 months later, a year later, maybe 5 years later, but I've learned to trust it. Nothing happens in life by coincidence. Everything in your life is meant to be a part of your life. If you look at life like that, all of a sudden you realize that life is not a punishment. that life is only an opportunity for you to become and develop yourself to be the best version of you. And isn't that what you want? Wouldn't it be great for you to wake up every single day understanding that life is just a journey, that success is just a journey, that you are just experiencing everything today, that maybe some of them may feel as, oh my gosh, there's no way you can get over this. But in reality, you look at it and say, oh no, that's just one stepping stone towards what else I can become. And then you surpass it. You know, I met so many millionaires in my life that have lost all their millions at one point in their life. And most people would have given up. For them, it was a recognition that once they were able to make over $1 million, that they can always redo it again. And every single time that they lost $1 million was so they could preserve the millions more that they were going to make in the future. So everything happens for a purpose. So I want you to start looking at every challenge, every challenge and problem that you're going through right now as an opportunity, not a threat. Okay, the third thing that I want you to be thinking about is I want you to support others, because when you support others, they will support you. You know, look, I know that the greatest meaning in life is to be of service to others. I want you to get yourself out of the equation most of the time. See, most people are so wrapped up in themselves, right? We all have been there. We think about our needs. We think about what we want. We think about the things that are important to us, instead of perhaps thinking, what can I do better for my customer? What can I do better for my client? What can I do better for my partner, for my friend, for my children, for anyone in your life, for my parents? And when you start supporting other people, then all of a sudden you notice that they will support you. It's a natural law. The more you give out, the more you will be able to receive. But most people think that it's all about receiving. It's all about getting from other people. You know, how many times have I sat with CEOs that I consult with, and they tell me that they want to squeeze every single dollar out of every one of their customers, and they're trying to come up with more and more ways that they can spend more money with them, instead of switching that a little bit and say, what greater value can I offer my customer? What other things can I offer them in order to be able to solve their problems, to be able to bring in more joy, to be able to bring in more happiness or peace, or reduce the stress levels of their life? When you think like that, now you're supporting others. And guess what? When you support others, they tell everybody about you, and they're going to support you. And that's how business grows. All you have to do is just focus on that client, that customer, and bring to them support, bring to them solutions. All right, and the last thing is one that I talk about it all the time, and that is to be in gratitude. So I want you to send thank you emails and thank you texts to as many people as you can every single day. It needs to be a habit, an unconditional habit, that you're constantly thanking everyone around you. It could be the people in your household. It could be the people at your work. It could be even the insignificant people that you don't notice, but thank them. Thank everyone in your life that allows you to support you. Thank everyone in your life that allows you to be successful, that gives you something in life, that make you feel good about yourself, or that give you support when everybody else is too busy in their own lives. I want to make sure that the more you thank people, you recognize that the more people will think of you. Listen, I've done and studied a lot of different studies out there that have shown that most employees don't want to be rewarded by just money. They want to be rewarded by acknowledgement, by somebody that says, great job, Susie. Or, you know, Bob, that was an amazing presentation. You knocked it out of the ballpark. Or, you know, Sally, the way that you handle that customer, we can't thank you enough. Or, you know, Joe, you prevented us a lawsuit because of the way you handle that complaint from that customer. I want to make sure you thank people all the time. You know, when I was president of Parker and I had over 350 employees, one of the things that I did constantly is go around and thank everyone as much as I could. Just say, thank you, I appreciate you, I can't do this without you. This place would not be the same without you and the contributions that you make. When you do that on a regular basis, all of a sudden you're building a culture that the more grateful that you are in life, the more that life gives to you. It's that simple. All right, I'm going to review these laws of balances because I want to make sure that you get them. The first one is I want to make sure that you recognize that happiness brings success into your life. The more that you're happy that you are in what you do, the more success that you'll have, period. The second thing is I want to make sure that you see your problems and challenges as opportunities rather than threats. When you begin to turn them around, you begin to all of a sudden not only surpass them, but most importantly, appreciate their value. The third thing is I want you to be able to support as many other people as you can. When you support other people, whether it's in your home or your work, they will support you. And the last one is that I want you to be grateful. I want you to say thank you emails, thank you text, thank you, thank you, thank you. Call somebody on the phone. Just thank you to as many people as you can every single day. And when you do those 4 things, now all of a sudden you really have mastered some of the greatest laws of balances that I have found in my 30 years of personal development growth. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. I can't wait to see you on the next one.